Good morning, Sava here from Sava Talks Football from a very cold, drizzly, rainy Dublin. Starting the day nice and early, it's about 7 a.m. my time. So whatever time you see this, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you see it. This is a Daily Dose of Spurs. I think this is day 18, maybe. Day 18, day 19. I'll check before I post this. But we've got Nottingham Forest at home. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to watch it or listen to it as I'm working an event in Dublin. So unfortunately, I'm just going to be able to see the scores pop up. But tell me, what do you reckon for today? For me, I was having this chat last night with some people at the bar. For me, there's a couple of options. One, we play the same team. We play the best 11 like we normally, his best 11. Same formation, same tactics, same personnel. And we say, now get us a result. You messed up. You put us in this position. Go and get a result. Or option B, which I think we know is very unlikely. Does he completely gut it out? Does he get Richarlison, Danjuma and Lucas in there? Mix it up. Does he get Papa Sarr in the midfield instead of Højbjerg? Do we go with Porro as an attacking right wing back? Does Tanganga go in? I don't know. I don't know. Would you? What changes? What needs to change? I feel like we just reward the same players with the same poor performances. I think Son and Kulu for a very, very long time now have been getting away with very bad performances. And then the argument is, well, they're better than Danjuma. Okay, right, on paper they're better than Danjuma, but we've seen it many times in football clubs before where a player who's not as good comes in but has a purple patch. How do we know? We never even see Danjuma. We don't even get to see him for 15 minutes of games. So I'm not just picking on Danjuma there, by the way. Like, Sarr came in, did brilliantly, not been seen since. So what would you do today? Would you try and mix it up, get a bit of energy in there, say to some of the fringe players, look, you know, the first team, they've gone 3 games now without a win, not look like scoring a goal. Go and take your chance. Or do you tell the players that got you in this mess to get you out of it? I think we both know what it'll do. Ideally, I'd love to see us go to a back 4 today. I'd love to see it. I don't think we will. I say this every week. So this is more hope than expectation. Not a fan of the wing-back formation. I think I've made that very, very clear. I'm a fan of it if you've got top centre-halves and top wing-backs. When you haven't, I think it's a very limiting system. The fact that there's no creative force in the midfield means there's no creativity in the middle and there's no creativity from our poor wing-backs. Today, does Porro play? Does Porro play? Does Emerson Royal play? Do you want the defensive type wing back in Royal? Or do you want Porro, who's shown he can go forward? He definitely looks lively going forward, but maybe not as much stability from a defensive standpoint. Does Davis go back to left wing back? Does Perisic play there? Does Davis come back into centre half alongside Dyer and Romero with Longley dropping out? Does Dyer come straight back in? Because I don't think the defence has been the problem in the last few games. I know everyone wants to talk about that's the reason why we're not winning games, but I don't think the last 3 games is the defence. The last 3 games for me is we can't find a way of scoring goals. There's no patterns of play going forward. For me, I watch this and I wonder what they do on the training ground. But that's a different story. That's a different scenario. So, what would you do? Tell me what you do. I'm always interested to know what other people would do. Do we just do the same? Do we go with the premise that, well, it's Nottingham Forest at home, we'll beat them? Now, we should beat them. We should be beating teams like Nottingham Forest at home. Yeah, they've had some good results against top clubs this year. But at what point do we stop making excuses and at what point do we expect our team to win a game? That's now Milan, a very, very average Milan team. That's now Sheffield United's B team and Wolves, who are in a relegation battle. So we've now got Forest, and I say again, I expect us to win, and then I get people coming in my YouTube comments saying, oh, that's arrogance, Forest are a decent team. Well, when am I meant to expect my team to win if it's not against Nottingham Forest at home? All in all, I'll say this, I think I've said this for the last 3 games, I expect us to win today. I expect this to be a 2-0 game. This should be a nice professional performance. It doesn't need to be the best performance in the world, but we've got to get back on winning tracks. There is zero consistency at this football club. Hence why when people were having a go at me for not going overboard for beating West Ham and Chelsea, you all know, you watch my videos, I said, didn't I, the one word, the C word, consistency. Without that, those results don't mean anything to me. So here I am 3 games later without a win, saying consistency needed. Win against Forest. Then you've got Southampton and Everton, I believe, coming up. Then you've got to get 3 more points and 3 more points. Have we got it in us? I'm not so sure. I'll be honest, I'm counting down the days till Conte's not here. I do not want this man at this football club. I think he's asking for the sack. When we look at his comments, I think this is a man that doesn't want to give up his money and walk away. This is a man that is saying all the right things to get sacked. And if he pushes Daniel Levy's buttons, he will at some point. This is one where I'm rooting for Levy to do the right thing. Pull the plug. Get rid of this guy. Let's start a build. Not a rebuild. We're not rebuilding from anything. Let's start a build. But for me, I know lots of fans will disagree with me. I know lots will agree with me. I do not want this guy to be the guy that's backed and to build. I just don't. I do not want this guy. I do not like his attitude. I don't want his football. That's just me. Richard Sava, that's me as a fan. I'm not asking any of you to like that opinion. I'm not asking any of you to share it. But that's just me. And that's all I can do. I can't tell you guys what to think. So, for me, I'm waiting for the day I wake up and see that we've parted ways. More than likely, it looks like that's going to be the end of the season. And I don't even care if we get 4th. I'm not one of these new age fans who thinks 4th is wonderful. Even if we get 4th, I do not want this man at the football club next year. I can't be any clearer than that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. Take care. See you later. And I'll drop a video once I see the score later on. Take care, everyone. See you later. Please subscribe. We're hunting down 4K. See you later.